Good morning, lovely people. This is Sue's Journal Adventures here. Excuse me. I always start my videos either with a giggle or a cough. Dear me. Anyway, I'm here with our journal that we are making together, Beginner's Journal. So I've been thinking, I'm kind of getting a bit overwhelmed with this because for some reason, this journal is flooding my head with ideas, and I'm like, you know, when you're all like, I don't know what to do because there's so much in my head. I need to move my orange juice. Sorry, I'm just going to have a sip of that, because it's a very hot day here in good old Leeds, Yorkshire. So what I've been doing, anybody who's watching this who is a seasoned crafter, please come along for the ride and just enjoy making a journal together. But I know you already know 99% of the things that I'm going to be doing. You already know. This journal is for the absolute beginners that really are just starting. They might just have a few things and they don't really know what to make or how to make it. Absolute beginners, because we've all been there, and some things are very simple, but you know, we didn't know how to do it at first, did we? So the other day I was doing labels. Just let me put my ink pad lid down. So just now I've been making, because this journal, you make your journal exactly how you want it to do. I've put a bit of a challenge on myself, saying that I'm not going to use any stickers, I'm not going to use any fancy embellishments, any bought things, any printed paper, scrapbook paper. I'm not using anything like that. Just using book pages, tissue paper, napkins, anything that I might find around my home, bits of lace, buttons, you know, things off of clothing, fabric that might be in my home. I'm using basic stuff, what we should all have in our house: packaging, brown paper, books, and I'm going to use those things to decorate it as well. Hopefully, she says. So what I've been doing is I've just been sat here making a few pockets, because we're going to need pockets. And then we're going to need things to put in the pockets. So we're going to have some making sessions. You can mass make some pockets for your journals, or you can just do them as you're going through. I did think I might do them as I'm going through, but then I thought, well, there are people out there that have never junk journaled before, but they're just starting it and they've gathered the papers. So I'm using book pages, because of my challenge. You can use pretty papers if you want to. You can use colourful book pages. You can use music paper. You can use anything that you want to use. I'm using book pages. Whoopsie. I'm going to be using for my pockets probably book pages and music pages. And then prettier pages like floral pages, magazine pages, etc. I will probably use for my little tags and things to put in them. I was going to say something else then. Napkins, tissue. Why did I say napkins, tissue? Well, you can cover them in that. If you want to make them pretty, I've got my hair stuck on my ring. If you want to make them that pretty, for instance, and you don't have any fancy papers, just put a layer of glue stick. And if you've got any nice napkins, just stick the very top layer. Sometimes a 2-ply, sometimes a 3. Just stick a layer of napkin on there. So shall we make some of these pockets so that you can see how I've done them? Not because they're difficult. They're not difficult at all. They're easy peasy. My 7-year-old granddaughter could do them. So simple. So what you need is a book page. I'm kind of running out of book pages here now. Well, I'm not. I've got a carrier bag full of them, but I have a pile here that are kind of ready to go. What is going on up here? Everything's like falling out and hanging out, and I don't really know what's happening in there. Anyway, sorry. Slight digression there. So I might as well just show you these that I've made, because I haven't actually glued them yet. So a very easy one. I've done a small version of this, so I've only used a little bit of paper, is to bring your pieces into the middle, slightly overlap, because I like to glue that bit down. It's so simple. Just lay it down, bring 2 pieces into the middle, and then I fold the corners back because it looks nice and neat. I will glue them down. Then I will put a tad of glue there and glue that down. And then I just put glue here and here and fold that up to make a little pocket. So let me bring you down a bit. Sorry, you're a bit up in the air there, aren't you? So you can actually see what I'm doing. So fold in your pieces, fold your corners back, and then you've got this kind of like a little envelope shape, and then just fold up the bottom. And it's minimal, it's folding and minimal gluing, just a bit of glue down there and there and there, and that's your little pocket, which gives you a pocket there and a pocket there. If you want to seal this bit where your pieces meet, you could actually technically have another pocket like that there, as well as that one. Sorry, I'm really shaky today. I don't know what's going on. I've eaten. I don't know. Then this one, get a book page again, fold it so it meets in the middle and slightly overlaps, because then, you know, you can glue it. And then all you do with this one is have your writing upside down and then just fold it at an angle, and you've got a V-shaped pocket. So you've got a pocket here and a pocket here. You would have to glue that a bit, obviously. A pocket there, and you'd have to glue that. So you'd have glued it all the way down, basically. I'm rubbish at describing things. I make things sound a lot harder than they actually are. Now, if you want to, you can leave it like that and just stick it in your journal and maybe just stick the edges. What I like to do is just put a little bit of glue and stick that so it does kind of stay down. Now, if you just add a little bit of glue there, that can also be a little tucky pocket thing. Depending on how you glue it down in your journal, it could also be a pocket behind there, or a pocket behind there, or a little up tuck spot. If you glued down the edges, that bit there could be a pocket. And also, so if you glued it onto your page there and there, you could also have something behind there. And I think I've done that in one of my journals, actually. And then I've got things coming out of there. So that's that one. Okay. This one, so simple. Again, get your book page. Okay. Fold it in half. Okay. Then I like to put that underneath. So I have it upside down, have the writing upside down, so that when you fold it up, your writing's the right way. So you're folding in half again, and then a lot of people fold these back and tuck them in. I don't like doing that. I don't like this nasty edge. So I do that to see where I want my creases, and then I fold them the other way. I just tuck them in and then tuck that one in. So there, you've got 1, 2, 3 pockets. You could even add a little pocket to the front. Sorry, I'm out of shot. If you only glue it up there, bearing in mind that something's going in there, so it just might touch. But if you were to glue it just up there, you can put a tag that goes down there, but you can also tuck something in there. Or you can add another pocket, like I say. Could I fold that up again? I could. Make very short pockets, but I'm always, you know, faffing. I've just been faffing with a piece of paper, and I did the most stupid thing. Cut some off to make it look good, and then folded it over and then glued it, and I'm like, you just cut that to make it look different. Again, this is similar to the first one. Bring your pages into the middle. Well, it is the same. It's the same. It's just this is bigger and longer. I wanted a smaller one, so that's just a smaller version of that. With this one, because it's long, I just turned the edge over to give you a bit nicer, stronger pocket. Sorry, that's that one. I'm showing you something twice. This one's easy peasy. I'd better do this one with a piece of paper on it. So get your piece of paper, turn it on its side. Kind of like that at an angle. So here you've got this corner and then you're folding this corner up so that you've got 2 mountains. Yay, so simple. Then you fold this in. Oopsie, this is a bit hard to crease. Fold this in and then fold this in. You can make these as wide as you want, but then you just take this one and tuck it in to that one, and that actually holds it together, so you don't actually need glue for that one. And then you've got like a pocket there, a pocket there, a pocket there, and a pocket there. I don't like these pointy bits sticking out, so you could glue them down or whatever, but I just chop them off. So that's mine without the points. Depending on how you glue it down again, you can have another pocket behind, or you could have a pocket coming from the side. If you glue it in your book like that, then you could have a pocket there. Or going up, it's up to you. Whew, it's getting warm in here. I've actually just closed the curtains, took us, what time is it? It's only 20 past 11, oh wow. Yeah, the sun's pretty much in my lounge now, so I'm getting a wee bit warm. This one is just the same as the others actually, so I don't even need to show you that. This one is just really silly. That was just me messing with paper, so I'm going to use this again. So all I did was the tube again, but then I folded it right up. It was a smaller, fatter piece of paper, and this doesn't look right because it's not that shape, but I just glued it, cut a notch, and well, I just had one piece shorter than the other, as you can see. So there's a little pocket there, there's a little pocket there that I've notched, and depending on how you stick it down, there's another pocket. I have got a really cool pocket that looks like a floating doodah. What do you call them? Diamond. It looks like a floating diamond when you stick all your stuff in it. But I don't know where my little one is, and I can't remember how I did it. But yeah, just mass make some little pockets. And you might think, oh gosh, they look really boring, Sue. You've got book pages in your journal and book pages here. But you can decorate them up, like I say, put some doily on it. Or we can use cutouts from books, pictures from books, cut something out, stick it on. So shall we do a little bit of decorating of these pockets that I've made, although I haven't fully made them yet because I haven't glued them. So I'm just going to go through and glue, oopsie, these pockets, and I'm having that bit overlapping, so just pop a bit of glue there. Oh, there's that. I think, yeah, for its edge. This I'm folding back. Oopsie. Just fold that back and then fold that back. And then I'm just gluing there. I'm not going to sit and glue and faff with all of these because you really don't need to watch me gluing. I will go off camera and just glue them all and then come back and decorate them. So that's one. This one I cut the inside bit off. I don't really know why. Don't ask me because I don't know. It's like you've got two pieces of paper. It would have made the pocket stronger. I cut a piece off. No idea why. No idea. I suppose you could fold. Hang on. Shall I do it? Let's just do it. Fold that in. I don't have a clue what this is going to look like, guys. This has just literally just come into my head now. Fold them like that. Get me ink because I'd already pre-inked everything, and then just fold it up like that, and that's it. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay, so you just need the tiniest bit of glue there and there if you're gonna do that with your corners. Whoops, we've squooshed. Yeah, there you go. You'll come up with different ideas as you're actually making them, because you just do. So right, I'm going to just glue the rest of them so you don't have to watch me. Hi, I'm back. Right, they're all glued. So decorating. Okay. Haven't really thought this through because I've just literally started messing and come on here. So this is part 5 of beginner journal that we're doing together. Have I got a bit of washi tape? Oh, they're all pretty ones. I don't want to use a pretty one just to get the back off me napkin. But anyway. So if you're using napkins, if you've got any napkins, just make sure you take all the backings off. Sometimes there's 3, sometimes there's 2. So for this one can go, I think, on here. Oh, I shouldn't have stuck that down. Is it good enough for me to still open it? No, best not. Okay then, I'm just going to go, where am I going to go? I don't know. So I'm going to get my water brush. I tell you I'm not prepared, which doesn't have any water in it. I'm going to squidge some water on it. Right, so I'm just going to go round this here. Ooh. And round here. And that helps you, using water, to just separate that piece. Okay, it might be a bit big, but don't worry about that. I just want it kind of, I don't want that bit up there, so I might just tear that off. Just get that out of my way. I'm going to put that there, but not onto here, because I want something else there. So just to make this pocket pretty, I'm just going to do it with glue stick. Yeah, go kind of to the edges there, but not on the back of my pocket. And I'm just going to stick that down like so. And if you've got any bits hanging off, you can trim them off with scissors after. It's better to wait till it's dry. Or you can do the water trick to get bits off. Or you can use sandpaper. If your hubby's got any sandpaper in his garage, go and nick a bit. Not that I endorse stealing, by the way. Or you could just wrap it round, because most of these are going to be stuck down in my journal anyway, so I think I'll just stick them on the back. Yeah, most of these are going to be stuck to the page on my finger. Stuck to the page. What you can also do with your pockets, and it's entirely up to you, is you can round the corners if you've got a corner rounder. If you haven't got a corner rounder, you can do it with scissors. You just get your scissors and just go around the corner. I don't do it with scissors. That's not folded quite right, but anyway, I'm going to corner round it. Where's my corner rounders? Ooh, tidied the desk and now I don't know where else it is. Corner rounders, are you under here? There's one. There's one, that'll do. Yeah, if you you can do it with scissors. Absolutely can do it with scissors. I personally am not very good at doing things with scissors and getting them the same. So I just use my corner round. I should have corner rounded that before I glued it down, but never mind. Right, so I want this little flutterby now. So this is an easy way for us to decorate our journal if we're not using stickers and stuff. You can use pretty napkins. I do have a lot more napkins than this. I've only got like 2 or 3 out. Probably need to go and get some more, because we can do this on plain pages as well, where we just want a bit of something nice on a page. Oops. Don't need it all over, do I? Just predominantly need it there in the middle. So you're going there, you pretty little thing. You can tack down the edges if you want, if it's a bit big, or you can cut them off. It's entirely up to you. I used to always use PVA glue to do this, so if you haven't got a glue stick but you have got PVA glue, the white like school glue, by all means do it with that. It's whatever works for you. So that's just one little pretty pocket. Now then, napkins can be found very cheaply in supermarkets. I mean, there's a supermarket near us. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention names, but it's the one that gives you more reasons to shop there. They have really nice napkins. They have quite a lot of florally ones. So yeah, you can go there. You can use washi tape to decorate them as well. I am allowing myself washi tape. But I think with this one, should I be a bit different? I've got doily. So also to decorate them, so you can use napkin. You can use things you've cut out of your book pages. You can use anything from a magazine, anything to make it pretty, whatever you want to do. You can also stencil it with a stencil and some inks. You can stamp little images on it. You can use bits of doily and stuff. Oh. If I add that to the bottom, that kind of makes another pocket, doesn't it? Be a bit of a flimsy pocket there. So with this one, I think, well, I don't know what page it's going on, so I kind of don't want to pre-colour it. I was just going to stencil it, but then I'm thinking, yeah, but you don't know where it's going to go yet, do you? So, okay, I might just do one more with napkin, because I do love these flowers. So pretty. Oh, this has already got the back off. Great stuff. Shall I tear it? They never tear, right, do they? Come on. Yay, that went quite well, considering it were me that were tearing it. Right, I think I might have a couple of these on here then. And then that looks very nice. So where's my water brush? Have I still got any water on it? I'm just going to take off that and there. Because I want it to kind of cover the whole thing. So why not? Why not? Because we can. So this is decoupaging with napkins. Let me say squirt that a bit more. Decoupaging with napkins. Like I say, a lot of the people who watch me will already know all this stuff. But if you're a beginner, you might not. You might not even know you can use a wet brush to tear a tissue, because it's far easier than cutting it with scissors, to be honest. Sometimes they cut nice, sometimes they really don't. So just a bit of, get that off. I don't care if it's wonky, if it don't go right. It's a junk journal. This is not about being precise, and I didn't even glue to this one. What a numpty. Just been through and glued everything, and omitted to glue the actual bit that makes it a pocket. Donkey. So there you go. Let's get some glue all over this thing. And stick that on there. Like so. I'll get them edges off in a bit. Now this one, I think I'll have this one here. Oh, I've got two for the price of one. Yay! Oh, I got a little address book in a charity shop the other day. Yes, I went in a charity shop. I wasn't really kind of intending to buy out, but you just never know if you see any nice doilies or fancy embroidered arm caps or bits of fabric and stuff, you know the drill. You just might see something, even though you don't really want to spend any more money, because you seem to be spending like a maniac. Yeah. Anyway, I was really good. You would be proud of me. I only spent £1. There's just one regret, is that I saw some file folders, you know, when they have ABC on the top. But there were A5 size, a little pack of file folders, and I didn't get them. Anyway, that day I just wasn't in the mood. I was just like, no, I'll just have this address book and that's it. I'm quite happy with that. What the heck? Don't glue your pin to your project. There we go. So that's made that pocket just look totally different, hasn't it? Rather than just plain book page. So this is what I'm saying about junk journaling, is that you don't have to have loads of fancy stuff. If you've just got a pack of napkins and book pages and magazine pages, you can still do a journal, love. Really, really nice journal. Don't have to have all the fancy dancy stuff. I am going to allow some wallpaper in mine. because it's a paper you might have at home. If you've got some samples when you've been decorating, you know, to try up against your wall, use them. I need to cut that off because that's the opening of the pocket. So I need to just trim that. I'll just trim that because I don't want it to stick my pocket closed. I'll just get that bit off there as well. There we go. So there's, whoopsie, 2 pockets. Now looking very pretty. I'm just going to ink them again. I inked all the edges and then I've gone and stuck stuff on them, so just ink them up again a bit. You don't have to ink, and if you sat there thinking, so I don't have any ink pads, fine, use eyeshadow. If you've got a brown eyeshadow, that works just as well. Eyeshadow, a little sponge or a little brush works just fine. Like I say, you don't need all fancy dancy stuff. We just like buying it. And I think when I started getting my stash together, I were all for stickers and washi tape at first, and then I went into other stuff. But yeah, there we go. 2 very pretty pockets. Have I been working off camera that whole time? Hope not. 2 very pretty pockets, and we've done very little to them. Now, the other day I was making labels. Oh, I didn't cut that one out. Where's the ones I cut out? Did I put them in here? So I think I'm just going to take one of my pre-made little, oh, what does that look? That's one I have just drawn. I just drew brown felt pen round the edge and drew a number 5. I didn't draw a number, well, whatever. I'm just going to stick that. Where shall I stick it? Where shall I stick it? I think here. But I was going to have that as another little tuck spot. Well, I'll stick it here then. I'll stick it here. I'll stick it there. So you can make your own labels. If you've got any address labels, I've just, excuse me, I've got some address labels here, and I just tea dyed them with a tea bag the other day. I just ran the tea bag over them. So now they're a lovely brownie colour. I can stamp on them, I can draw on them, I can doodle like a vine with leaves coming out. You can actually cut them up into tiny squares and do things like that. Easy. All you need is a few address labels. You can get a roll of address labels for about less than £1, I think, in some places. So that's 2 of my little pockets done. I'm just going to ink this a bit more. So you can stencil them, you can napkin them, you can book page them, you can whatever. So this one, I'm kind of sort of wishing I hadn't stuck them now, you know, because I could add things to them. So I've got a bit of book page here, which is Edith Holden, and it's been cut into. So I'm thinking I might use a bit of this, actually. Actually, let me see what I've got in my cut-out box. I was a bit lazy the other day when I was making them labels with you. I'm like, I'm going to stick the rest on the page and cut them out. No, I didn't. Couldn't be bothered. I'm like, oh, I'm not in the mood for that. Sometimes you're just in the mood to do stuff, and other times you're really not. I'm like, I'm not in the mood to cut things out at the minute, but for this journal, I kind of need to cut things out. Now, I've got these. I've been looking for things that I can use. Where's the other one? I know I put 2 in here. Oh, typical. This. So I get herbal teas, and this is just, you know, where you open the box, the top square lid. These were the side bits, and I just thought, oh, well, you know, nice little corner pocket. Tuck something in there, just glue the edges. You've got a little, nice little pocket there, and that's just off a box of tea. So look around your house, see what you can find. Look in your cupboards, there's all sorts. I buy a certain brand of tea, and they have really pretty boxes. I found this, and I thought, oh, I can't use that, that's a sticker. But it's not a sticker because it's the same on the other side. It's obviously being cut out or something, but I've actually no idea where that's come from. Tags, save tags, clothing tags. If you get a little gift with a tag on, save it. Clothing tags especially, because I've already got the string. They're easy to cover. You don't belong in here. They're easy to cover. You can dress them up and do what you want. I've been finding these book page things. Let's see if anything kind of goes on here. That's just a bit of a book page. See what I've got in here. Is that the one I've just shown you? See, yeah, you could do it that way, or you could do it that way. Well, I think it goes that way, doesn't it? There is another one of them somewhere. And then I pulled out this because of the shape of it, and I had these two little pink pieces of paper. So maybe I could make a little booklet thing of that with just a tiddy bit of writing space in pink. I don't know. These I think might make nice pockets because they're quite sturdy. So just a pocket. Sorry, I've gone off on a right tangent, Anna. Use this. Bit of black card on its Todd. This I've cut out of a book. I could use him, couldn't I? Just like stick him on there. I mean, they don't have to be fully decorated or majorly, you know, fantastically, elaborately decorated. Yeah, I think it'd have to go there, to be honest. And I could just do some stenciling on the other side or stamping. It don't show up much, does it? He just through the camera, he don't actually hear. And also things like the texture paste that we made. You can make some really pretty little things out of them, you know. They can be tags. Put it in that way. That's cute. And then you could have one sticking out of there. I like it. I'm already enjoying this journal and I haven't even really started doing out in it yet. I think I've stuck a pocket in one of these colouring book things, I think. This is also off a packet of reed diffusers. It's the side of the box, which I've just, because I thought, again, if that's my journal page, that could be just a nice upper tuck pocket. And because they're made out of card, they're pretty cool. Oh, I've got an idea for reed diffusers. I've actually made some with reed diffusers in the past. I might try and link it under this video. It's where I made like, it looked like a little raft, but I put flowers on it and a word. It's really way back down my playlist, but I'll link it to this because I was laughing. I'm thinking, what can I do with these reed diffusers? And they smell nice because they've been in the thing. These are dried out because obviously it's oily in it, so you don't want the oil on your pages. But yeah, while I'm waffling, I'm trying to find something for my envelope that I've now moved, not an envelope. So yeah, out of us book pages, we can make little mini envelopes as well. Mini envelopes, big envelopes, whatever, pockets, seed packets. I just want something, not that, something that's going to be probably I'd coffee dyed that on the card. I backed it onto some card. Or was it out of a card? No, it was out of a book. I backed it onto coffee dye card. What about a big bird? A big bird. No. Again, that's cut off the side of the reed diffuser box. I'm just trying to look for something that can go on here and look pretty. It's a bit twiggy, isn't it? Well, I'm really not finding anything in my little box of cut out stuff because I ain't cut a right lot out yet. I actually need to sit and do a lot of flower cutting and butterfly cutting, and yes, I haven't really been in the mood for cutting out. I like that. I might just tear it. I'm sorry, caterpillar, I'm sorry. You just nearly lost your head. I'm just going to put that there. So I need to just rip a bit more of that off. And where does it need to go there? A bit of that needs to come off. So you can just rip things round if you don't want to cut, which at the minute I don't want to cut for some reason. I'm in lazy mood. I need some really small butterflies, not for this project because they're printed, so I'm not allowing myself printed. Pants. Yeah, sorry. I've got these really tiny little butterflies and there's hundreds of them on a sheet, but I was going to print them out of the day and I just thought, I'm not in cutting out mood at the minute. And I'm doing a journal where I'm going to need to do quite a lot of cutting out because we're using stuff out of books and that. I'm just going to stick that there. Actually, maybe like that. And then I get a bit more at leaf and I'll just have to cut that bit off. I've just inked it and all that here, Wally. Wally, absolute Wally. Cut that off. There we go. Ink again. And I want some of that side and maybe a little flower there, and that will do. Well, I've got this other butterfly here. Let's let's rip around him. He'll do. I'm just ripping today. Can't be bothered without cutting malarkey. Just really truly lazy. Get rid of that. And yeah, cool. Ink it. So yeah, just mass make some pockets, guys, and then you're ready to start putting them in your journal wherever you may want them to be. Another day we might make some tags, and it's all been done before. We know it's not rocket science. I'm not doing anything super amazing, but you know, just follow the channel because you might just get some ideas anyway, even if you are a seasoned crafter. I don't think I really want to keep that now. I'll bin that. Save it, Sue, it's good for collage. Yeah, okay, no. I need just a little thing now. A little summer. I must have a little summer in here, come on. Must be a little summer. I think he's printed. He's not allowed, he's printed. Have I stuck that together? Oh no. Well, that just could be a little thing that goes in. I just want something there. Just there. Something. How about that? It's a completely different colour. I'm trying to be random in this journal because I'm one of these people that I like things matchy-matchy. Everything's got a, you know, coordinate. That's just me. You do not have to be like that. But I'm a matchy-matchy person. But, oops. But obviously with this journal, I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone and just, oopsie, put things in because I don't have, you know, stickers and lace and da-da-da that coordinate with everything. And it's going to be fairly eclectic because, well, it is, isn't it? Let me cut that white off. Ink it a little bit, shall I? Yeah, go on then. Why not? Like I say, you don't have to ink things if you're a beginner and you don't have any inks. You can get inks really cheap on like AliExpress and stuff. Yeah, I would not have put brown and purple and red together. Never, ever, ever have I done that. But you've seen it here now. This is a first. You've seen it here now, guys. There we go. That's a pretty little pocket. So the little pockets that we have done, oh my goodness, get rid of all this mess. I need room on the table. Gosh, wherever you come from, you're not allowed. You're printed. So yeah, napkins. Napkins are a good source of prettiness. Pretty. I've got 3 pockets now. Let's do something with them. Let me shove all this back in there. Get that put on there and put in there. And then I have some room to move slightly. I don't know where my pin is, but anyway, I'm going to use it. So let's have a look in here. Where would I like one of these first pockets to go? Well, that looks pretty with that, doesn't it? Can you see? Can you even see? That bluey flower looks nice with that. This is a very thin page though, but do you know what? I might stick that. Shall we stick that there? Shall we? Shall I stick it 3 and then I can have something there, and something there? Or shall I have something coming from the side? Yeah, I think I will. So I'm going to have something coming from the side just to be different. So I'm going to glue there and there. This is the side, yeah. I try to hold the side that I'm making a pocket, and then I don't accidentally put glue on it, because you know, sometimes you make that mistake. So that little thing is just going to go on there. So that looks nice on there because this page is a bit caramelly and this one's quite whitish, so that's nice, and it goes with them flowers. I like that. So that's on there. Oh, that's a hole. Just opened it and thinking, what the heck's that? Why have I put a circle in there? No, I actually cut a hole in it because I'm going to make a window. So guys, before you sew your pages together, if you want to make any holes in your pages, round, square, rectangle, whatever, you can just draw a pencil line on, stick the very corner of your scissors in and just cut it out, and you can make it a big window. Because we all have acetate in our houses. If you get packets of stickers, you will have acetate. If you get greetings cards for someone, you will have acetate. And all we're going to do is put something in the middle of there, maybe a pressed flower, and glue it. And then on the other side, you can just put some ribbon round or another piece of book page just to kind of cover up where your acetate ends, and make a window. So we're going to do that as well. I've pre-cut my hole, but it's easy enough to do. If you are a beginner but you do have some dies, use your dies to cut it out your page before you start. Determine where you might want them pages. And if you bought somebody a greetings card, you'll have a piece of that acetate. So this would have looked really nice on there, wouldn't it, on that dark caramelly book page. It would also look very nice on there, but I'm going to kind of keep that clear. Something here, I want something there. I'll come back to that. I've got a pocket there. That's really, oh no, that's not, that's an envelope, but it's been sealed for some reason. Why have I put a sealed envelope in? Well, I could trim the edge off and make it into a pocket, couldn't I? But I could stick something on the pocket, but not yet. Okay. Do I want you there? No. Do I want you there? No. I've got you there. I really have gone off this paper horrendously. This is very flippy. Could have a little pocket on there. Got some orange in the background on the next page, and might that be the place for this? I think it might. So I'm just going to go around the edges again and stick it down. Am I having it as another pocket behind? No, I don't really feel the need on this page because it's only thin packaging paper, so it's not very strong. And if I'm going to have something sticking out of there, don't really want all else sticking out, do I really? I've got my little pocket there, so that's nice. That can go there. I've got one more. I'm not liking this either. I did actually think about taking this. Oops, I glued it. Did think about taking that out. That goes off the edge of the page a bit. So does that. I guess we're going to need a wide page for that one. You don't have to make them quite as open as I have. I might like that on there. Sorry, you can't even see. I might like that on there, but I would also like to do some stenciling or stamping or something on the page. So I might just leave that for now. I might just leave it in there and then I remember where it's going to go. This looks printed. It is actually. just sticker packaging that I have cut round. So that will also make a nice little pocket somewhere, just maybe on the corner of a page. Have I got any pink tissue? Ideas are coming. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if you had some pink napkin that you could just put on part of the paper? Oh, that's given me an idea. Oh, I don't think I've got any pink napkins. I'll have to have a look. Yeah, anyway. Could be a little pocket on there. Oh, I quite like that though. Maybe that could just be a little tucky somewhere. No, that goes other way. Oh, that is another one because the other one had a flower on it. Anyway, it's just a bit out of a tea box. That's quite boring, isn't it? Just plain brown paper, but I could do a lovely big bit of texture pasting on there, and I think I will. Oh gosh, why did I put stamps in? Because it's interesting, that's why. That might look nice on there. Anyway, I think you're getting the idea that you can use stuff from your home, use stuff from packaging boxes, use napkins, use bits of stuff you've got around your house, buttons, lace, cloth, old t-shirts, whatever, and we're going to carry on decorating. For now, I'm going to have a break and I'm going to carry on doing some stuff. But yeah, we will go through this journal together completely. I like that. I'm happy with that there. Did I? Yeah, that. Okay. I need to remember because my brain's like a sieve. We might do that next. Just, in fact, I might cut a hole in another page just in case you do not have die cuts. I might just cut a hole in another page so you can see how easy it is. I'm laughing because if you know me, I can't even cut straight. But thinking of a page where I could cut a hole. Where could I cut a hole? Maybe on that. Could have a hole on that. A rectangular one. I'll do that on the next video and some other decorating. We'll get some more stuff out and have a play. Right now I've got backache today. Well, I had it all day yesterday. I think I sat funny in my friend's chair. I've got a really bad backache. Right, I'm off to get a cup of tea, I'm going to say. A cup of tea. Oh, I've run out of a pin again. My pin's gone. Hang on. I've no spare pins in my little pin pot. Just get a new one out. That's about all I use these pins for. Oh, I bought some pegs. I bought some pegs the other day. Quite a lot of them. Wooden pegs. These ones, dolly pegs are they called. I got a big bag of them from eBay. Why? Why have you got them, Sue? Well, because, and this is not new, millions of people have done it, but I thought if I wrap my lace round them and stick a little pin in it, maybe I can fit more of them in my drawer than the mess that my drawer is. You did see me clean my lace drawer out once, and it's all kind of laid out and supposed to be together, but I just figured I could fit more of them in my drawer, and then I can more easily see what I've got, because some laces are laid on top of others. I mean, they wouldn't do for like, well, you could get quite wide lace on there, couldn't you? But anyway, that was my space saving idea. Whether it actually comes into fruition or not, I don't know. Because can I really be bothered sitting here winding all my laces onto these? Like I say, that might be a job for another day. But it was an idea that I had. It's not that anybody else hadn't had them ideas. It's that I just thought, for me personally, as I've only got this drawer for my lace, it just might be a better way of me keeping my lace. because I can fit a heck of a lot of them across my big long drawer. But all my lace is currently kind of piled on top of each other. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm off to get a cup of tea now. I know I've got my juice, but I'm going to go get a cup of tea and try and sit in the garden for 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed that little project, and I'll see you again for some more. Bye for now.